This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida Atlantic Owls, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Rebels will boot it away to start the game. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Florida Atlantic Owls offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. If you look at this game on paper, it really shouldn't be much of a matchup. You have a high-powered offense against, candidly, an overmatched opponent. But, hey, you never know. You got to line up and play the game.
On paper, this is a horrible matchup. But this game's not played on paper, right? Like, this defense, they're going to have to play their best game. They're going to have to play more consistent than they have. They haven't tackled well this season. They're going to have to play their best game against a great opponent. But we've seen upsets happen. They got to get some adrenaline, some emotion, something good to happen early.
I think it has to happen early, David, and then the question is, can they maintain that over the course of the entire game? Listen, it's college football. 18 to 22-year-olds, and maybe this offense just thinks they can come out here and roll their helmet out on the field, and that's going to get it done. We've seen crazy stuff happen, but no doubt, this defense has to play out of their minds today to have any shot.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Immediately fires to the middle. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Throws to the tight end. He's got it. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
He's there to make the stop, and they throw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Caught behind the line. It's Messer. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25. A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. So now on comes the field goal unit. Oh, he missed it. No good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. The Rebels offense has its first opportunity of the day. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand this guy is a top-shelf player. And I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
Off the boot, looking for his man. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly. Trying play action. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
All right, defense, nice job early in the game, playing well with your backs against the wall. The job's not over yet, though. This is an offense that has shown that they go for it on 4th down, especially during these situations.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Between the uprights, it's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Leaves it with the back. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33.
Really, really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all over the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. Punt is in the air. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Here's the handoff. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly. Guys, let's talk about Florida Atlantic. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back. No one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Give to the back. able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
He's going to run it. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. They'll try to snap it quickly.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run. Dropping back, it's Simmons. The screen, he can go. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. They booted away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That's some old-school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. The give out of the gun. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Lee.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Man, I tell you what, the offense, they get the big run play, and then what are you thinking? Maybe play action, take a shot. How about the defense? They were ready to roll. Even though they gave up the run, they didn't just play the run. They were ready for the pass and got the big sack.
The Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Simmons. Fires to the tight end. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34. And the Rebels need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Makes the grab. It's Haas. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Off the RPO. Throw right, looking for the chains. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 7-3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Man, a gigantic collision of top 5 teams, and it is now a final. Ohio State found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win. But this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Columbus. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other could have a case for the #1 spot in America, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Back to pass on second down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes in the 9.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. He's looking downfield to throw. He's going to let it go. He makes a catch. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Got his man quickly. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Fires to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. The Owls are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Just keep slinging it. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Slings it downfield. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Finds his man. It's Messer. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. They'll leave it with the lone back. And it looks as if Florida Atlantic will have enough for the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wide receiver going in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. After the shower of flags, it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Finding an escape route. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20. Florida Atlantic races to the line. On the run, it's Sands. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But that great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the 1st down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. The Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Stribling. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a 1st down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Taylor. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Looking downfield, it's Simmons. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. And they'll just down it right there. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put...
If you're going to run that play, you have to get it out of the end zone there. They'll take the safety.
And that's exactly what you call complementary football. The punter doing a great job downing the opponent inside their own 5-yard line. Then the defense takes the field and they get the safety. You've got to love that if you're the head coach.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Running into the open space. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. You know, you think back on the Jackson Dart era at Ole Miss, best 3-year run in more than 50 years. Now Austin Simmons steps in, full of potential, Jesse, to lead the Rebels to further glory.
Yeah, quarterbacks have played so well under Lane Kiffin in recent years. You can even go ahead of Jackson Dart back to Matt Corral and what he was doing in that offense. So now the lefty takes over. This dude's got a lot of talent. He can make every single throw on the field. Lane Kiffin's playbook is completely at this guy's disposal, and because of that, you know there are going to be a lot of big plays.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Rebels decide to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Standing in his own end zone looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Henry. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. They're setting up the screen. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. That's reeled in. It's Henry. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
A great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. On third down, going up top. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Got it behind the line. It's Haas. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The Rebels want to move quickly.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks, and make plays.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They'll try to run for it. Nice move to pick up yardage. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Rebels are on the move.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Simmons. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the quick pass. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? Pressure coming. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
And I tell you what, you see this a lot. 4th down, I'm putting pressure on the quarterback. The defense brings the blitz. They have no answer. Nice job being aggressive on a big 4th down.
Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
They'll try the right side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Land Sharks circling, crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Caught in the backfield. It's dribbling. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Knocked down behind the line for the 2nd straight play, bringing up a 3rd and lots of work to do. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Rebels will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll try the run. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Wants to fire on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Sands. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Looking to throw on 1st down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Wants to go up top. Good timing on the quick out. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Going up top again. Throws for the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Fires to the big fella. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. No good. Guys, they could have cut the deficit in half if that field goal had been good, still down by 6.
That's now the second missed field goal for this guy. You have to wonder if the weather is playing a bit of a factor. Not easy to kick in these kind of conditions with all this rain.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Looking to throw at Simmons. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. To the air on first down. Quick completion on the out. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Offense gets set for second down. Quick completion on the out route. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. The offense burns his third and final timeout of the half. Offense threatening 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Finds the tight end. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today at Oxford. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that's might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. And with that, let's head back to the Grove at our fellas at Vaught Hemingway Stadium.
Florida Atlantic will try to kick it deep and break the seal on this second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Scanning the field, it's Simmons. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. Oh, he got loose. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The Rebels moving quickly to the line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Got him downfield. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Rebels!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. From the gun, looking for a man. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give to the back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Catch in the middle, it's Messer. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
So now it's 2nd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up, they'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. The short hands, it's Terrell. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team? Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. Hauls it in and looking upfield. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. On the ground, it's Diggs. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Rebels head it quickly to the line.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Wallace. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. Looking downfield, it's Simmons. Snagged in the middle, it's Diggs. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Rebels are rolling down the field.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Looking to throw on 3rd. Grabbed over the middle. It's Stribling. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a 1st at the 29.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. To the ground to try to move the chains. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. Trying to do it on the ground. Fights off the defender. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Going to the ground. Jukes his way for more. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Rebels trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
What a difference a change of scenery makes, right? I mean, they went into a hostile environment. They lost their first game, but they've rebounded beautifully. And I think coming back, playing in front of their home crowd really has impacted this game, and it's gotten them back to 500.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Texas A&M rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting days of Johnny Football and Mike Evans. Gig 'em Aggies indeed. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good. And you can't even protect your quarterback on 3rd down, like everything going the other direction.
Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. To the air, it's Simmons. Hauls it in.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Got his man downfield. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Power football with the run. Delivers to stiff arm. They finally rustle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Grab behind the line. It's Taylor. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Buys a little extra time. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
And how about this offense? Another scoring drive. Great job. They seem to be in a much better rhythm than they were a week ago. They're 0-1, lost week 1. They could have gotten down on themselves. I like the way they bounced back. Now they're going to be 1-1 with this performance.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Grabbed over the middle. It's Henry.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. On third down, he drops the throw. That's caught. It's Henry. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. That's caught. It's Messer.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
He'll pull it on the read. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Pulls it in. It's Terrell. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. This Florida Atlantic offense is on a roll. Looking downfield on first down. Gonna take a shot. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Owls! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point gets them a little closer at 31-10. So it's an 80-yard drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Looking for a man. It's Simmons. Quickly complete. Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29. Let's see what they've got on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. The run from the shotgun. He's in open space downfield. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. The Rebels are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. The give to the tailback. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Bringing the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pulls it in. It's Terrell. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can...
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays. But this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
And the Owls now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hobbs. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets to give. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the 1st. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they turn it into a defensive score.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Oklahoma rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that produced 4 winners of the award between 2003 and 2018. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
The Owls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Under fire. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down and came up a little short.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs and I'm in scoring position.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
How much lingerie is this guy going to leave on the deck as he gets it down to the 25? We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Smart move to keep it on the ground. There he goes! He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. The Rebels have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this offense has had a good day, and more importantly, this team responded from last week. 0-1, didn't look good to start the season, bouncing back, getting a convincing victory. Nice job by this team handling adversity early in the season.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And Man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
And the Owls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Oh, they're after him. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
He gets it away from his own end zone. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.